Hey folks, hope you're doing good. On the channel today, I think we've got a bunch of what I'm going to call progressive rock bands. As you know, I only look at a couple of seconds of the video just to try and figure out what they are before I get it on the channel. I don't want to spoil it for myself because I try and give a genuine first, impressions and reaction to the videos. So yeah, I've bunched these three bands together. I think they're all very quite different, but they're not super heavy death metal or anything like that, like we had in the past days, or they're not punk or anything like that. So I've bunched these together and we're going to check them out. So first band that we've got is called the Freuders, and this track is called Hannibal. So let's see what it's all about. Like a good high quality vid and recording. Nice guitar tone. The drums sound good. They got a good amount of reverb on the drums. Yeah, this sounds good, high quality. Nice. Guy's got a good voice, sits well with the music. He's got a nice amount of reverb and layering on his voice as well. Because again, we've spoke about it before, with this guy's got a slightly higher range voice. And when you've got the higher range voices on rock and dirty music, it's nice to have a bit of vocal layering, a bit of reverb, just to thicken those up a bit to suit the music. And they've done that. Sounds nice. Everything sounds good in the mix on this one. I really like the guitar tone. Good ride sound. Lots of reverb on the drums to make it sound spatial. It's got a nice energy. I'd say it's got that progressive edge, I would say. Got that indie edge as well, I would say. Nice. His vocal works well with this music, and it's different. It sounds different. It's not typical tone on the vocal. Nice, great ride sound. Yeah, I like that guitar tone. It's fuzzy, it's kind of digital. It's run through a few effects pedals and stuff. Sounds good. I like what they've done with the drums on this part, with the tom hits. Give it almost a kind of tribal in the woods to go with the video. It's good. Yeah, this ride sound is great. You can hear loads of kind of different elements of the cymbal. You've got the bell, and then you've got the sustain of the actual cymbal as well. It sounds great. Good video, nice high quality video, high quality song. I enjoyed that very much. So I'd still say it was kind of progressive rock, indie progressive rock, whatever, but just sounded good to the ears. Great guitar tone, great drum sound, nice vocal. you know, nice clean vocal, sat well with the music, nice tone to it in that higher range. If I'm going to go with cleans, I tend to find I either like a deep kind of manly voice, or I'm into the higher ranges with it. The guys who sit in the middle, I don't know, they don't interest me as much. I think it's because I like stuff that's a bit different, and the guys who've got the higher pitched voices sound a bit different, and then the guys who are really deep and low sound a bit different, and then everyone else in the middle, well, whatever, you all kind of sound the same. So yeah, this stuff kind of stuff catches my ear. I enjoyed that very much. We'll move on to the next band. This band is called, let me just get it on, Zat. And this is Needs Must When the Devil Dries, which is a good name. So let's see what this is all about. Good. Atmospheric out the gate. This is a cool way to do the vid. Looks like they got the album art, but then with the band as well. That's the first one we've seen like that. It's a good idea. Smooth. Yeah, nice guitar tone. Drums sound good, nice and tight. Yeah, this has got a vibe to it, yeah.
Most of what we hoped for washed away. Bloody rain, I found my faith.
Nice, I'm enjoying this. Got a good sound. It's reminding me a bit of Interpol. Again, got that indie, bit more stripped back on this one. Driving tight drums. You can hear the bass in there as well, and then just nice, slidey, atmospheric, bit of a riffy in there, guitars, and the vocal sits nicely in the mix, suits the music. Good stuff, I'm enjoying this.
Drive us all. Find your faith.
Now, one thing I will say at this point in the song is it would be nice if the drummer went on to the cymbals a bit more, because he's done a lot of he's done all hi-hat work, and that's nice to keep the music tight and driving. But I feel when they get into these crescendo parts, it would be nice to just give it a bit of wash, you know, that kind of thing, just to give it a bit more dynamics, because I like bands like these kind of indie bands, but one of my complaints with them is sometimes the music isn't as dynamic as it could be, particularly because of the drumming. Because the drummers, they like to keep it nice and tight on the hi-hat and keep it driving, and it suits the music very well. But at these kind of parts, You know, I'd be taking it onto the crash or onto the ride a bit, give it a few bell hits, just to kind of, you know, add a bit more dimension to the cymbals. That's my only kind of bugbear with this music. Just as I think, oh, it'd be nice if they went onto the cymbals here, they go back straight onto the hi-hat. But I enjoyed that very much. This track had a nice undercurrent vibe to it. And obviously the singer was talking about stuff, topical stuff and stuff, you know, making a statement and all of that. That's cool. But in terms of the vibe of the music, it was very kind of driving with the drums. So you kept locked into the drums, but then the music over the top of the drums was washing and sliding about and had that atmospheric tone. And similar with the vocals as well, the way they sat in the mix was sat with the music, and then the drums, as I say, were very much the driving part of the music. And it would have just been nice if you went a bit more onto the cymbals. That's all I'm going to say, is kind of a bit of constructive criticism, if you like. Last band for today, and we've had some very nice bands today. This music isn't the stuff I listen to on the regular, but I'm always happy when it comes my way. But yeah, I'm enjoying today. This is a good one. Right, this is Starship Experience, and it's a track called Skittles. So let's see what this one's about. Getting a good atmosphere.
Waiting for the norm to take me back on down the road. If I wait until tomorrow, maybe then you could tell me no.
One more time, one more lie, one more chance to ruin my life. One more time, one more lie. Take me back home.
Both got nice voices and they sit nice together. I don't know if this is a guest vocalist or whether there's male and females in the vocalists in the band. Got the nice acoustic guitar, that's recorded well. Got that kind of plastic picky sound to it. You can hear the strumming. It's all well recorded, it's sitting nicely in the ears. Yeah, their voices mesh nicely together. Nice bass sound.
I stayed, nothing to change, the world didn't stop. Should I worry that nothing failed wrong?
One more time, one more lie, one more chance to ruin my life. One more time, two more lines. Take me back home. I wanna go home. And I warned you.
All the mistakes, these lines don't fit, but the story up in this place.
Nice. You get pretty lost in this music. I'm just enjoying it, you know. It's got a vibe again to it. Just driving along the road in the video, you know. Nice sound to this one, just sounds nice in the ears. Good guitars sound good, the bass sounds good, the vocals are recorded well, the vocals sit well together, the tone of the male and the female sounds nice. It gives the song those two different dynamics, that it's kind of coming from two different points of view, which is always something nice when you've got male and female vocalists. You can, you know, it seems as if the song is coming from two different people, two different points of view, two different perspectives. That's cool. Nice. Now, we've had no drums in this track, and I do feel like they could have brought some drums in towards this later end of the song. Maybe just some cymbals and the odd ghost hit on the snare, just as, again, to kind of change the dynamic of the song. It was a very nice song, very kind of chilled and peaceful song, felt good, kind of give you a hug and wrapped you up. But in terms of dynamics, you know, the song was pretty much the same from start to finish, and that's fine. That's not a detriment to the song. But there's always, you know, with music, you can always take it to the next level. You've never reached perfection in music, and if you think you have, you're deluded. So there's always stuff you can do. And just in my opinion, you know, a couple of cymbal hits, a ting on the ride there, or a bit of a ghost hit, or a roll on the snare, and things like that. Just very subtle, you know, not kind of slamming the drums, but just some nice subtle sounds just to catch the ear. Oh, ting ting, whatever. And that, you know, that would have been nice, a nice little dynamic change towards the kind of later third of the song, just to kick it up one gear just slightly, and bring in those extra sounds for the ears and things like that. Now, I have been thinking about this, and I am going to mention it. I do want to give these guys one bit of my own opinion, and take it or leave it. It's up to you. And I'm not kind of, you know, nagging on the band or anything like that. But the guy in this band, he's made a stylistic choice to sing with that kind of, what I'm going to say is a kind of Creed inflection to his voice, that kind of, and that does sound good. It sounds good. But what I am going to say is I feel like he's overdone it slightly on this track. You don't want to end every line with that kind of inflection in your voice, or overdo it too much, because then you can start sounding a bit too Creed. And you know, that style in the 90s and stuff like that was overdone, and bands, male vocalists in some bands took that inflection and took it to the max, you know, and they were way too much. Now, it works in music, you know, it can work. Creed were a good band for the most part, but you can overdo it, you know, you can kind of just give it a bit too much of that on it every single time. And as a result of that, I feel that you kind of lose your individualness when you do that too much, because other bands have done it in the past, you know, and they've overdone it, they've overcooked it. So I would just, if I was this guy's mate, and he could take, you know, a bit of constructive criticism from me, and I hope he can from me, and I hope he's open-minded, I'd say just dial that back a little bit. Still keep it in the mix, but just dial it back just a little bit. That would be my only kind of, you know, bit of a nudge, nudge, wink, wink. But overall, very nice track. I was lost in that track. I didn't really say very much through it, because after a minute, I was in there. I was driving down the road in the video. You know, give it that nice vibe. I was into the music, had a very nice, as I say, give you a hug kind of sound. So yeah, I'm not knocking the music whatsoever. Just saying, be careful with that inflection, because it's been overdone, and you don't want to end up like that. Good good day today on the channel. I think you'll agree. Now, this was a different day. As I started off saying it was progressive rock. I think, again, I came through with that, with all different types of bands, all very high quality again. I don't think we've had any low quality bands in ages. When I started this out, I thought, I started checking out on Reddit and stuff. I thought I'll get a bunch of bedroom artists, doing kind of guitar vids and things like that who didn't really know what they're doing. And I was totally wrong. Every band we've had on the channel has just been kick-ass, high quality. Even if they've done their own mixes, they've generally been very, very good. So there you go. I was totally wrong. But long may it continue. I'm having a lot of fun doing these vids now because the music's so good. I just get to listen to good bands every day and talk about them. So yeah, can't go wrong. Hope you enjoyed today's vid, guys. That's going to be it. See you around. Bye.